could see it affect the way they came out of the gate.
I put my starters in the game.
Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click, I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Fry's checked in. Thunder trailing by 7. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Cantor's shot is off. Pass to Fry. Feeds to Love. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
Oh, wow. I feel like he's taking my starters off, man.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe, yeah, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Back to Shumpert.
Well, release that
Smith wide open. He fires. That's good on the jump shot. Smith's got 10 points in the game.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. Plus 8 in rebounding.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. From deep. Smith missing again.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Waiters gets a wide open look. And Shumpert pulls it down. Now here is Smith. Defense right on him. From deep three-point range. Thunder with the rebound.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. For the Cavaliers, Love's checked in for Tristan Thompson. James comes in for Shumpert, and Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Singler's checked in.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And Voigt kicks to Singler. No good. That would have tied it.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of
pride in his
defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
There's a screen. Back to Love. Irving for 3. He's from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
That's exactly what happens when you give up offensive rebounds. They come back to bite you big.
You can't allow NBA teams those second and third opportunities.
Good. Foy's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
And that one's good, Irving. Thunder trailing by 5. And Voigt kicks to Singler. Inside. Ibaka. Off target at the rim.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Pulls it up. Robertson can't hit.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one. Once again, the defense letting him get open at the three-point line. That's a major mental mistake there. You've got to get to the shooter.
And Adams with the slam.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry
Now
up.
that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
The shot's good from Irving.
I wasn't sure if he'd be able to keep it up, but he has.
Wow. Singler for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. LeBron's got his 3rd rebound on the night. No good from Irving.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Oklahoma City moving it around to the wing right side.
The ball can't shoot.
Here's Roberson. Misses the 3. The Cavaliers leading by 9. It's stolen by Adams. And it's denied.
Damn.
Here's Morrow.
Swat that nigga shit.
Outside Ibaka. There's the feed to Foy. Singler dishes to Morrow. Foy, the pass to Singler. 6 on the shot clock. That's good.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Singler against LeBron. And here's Love for 3.
Come on, Love. You ain't loving it.
So the Thunder will take it the other way. Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Irving, the open look. Kicks it out to Love. Right side, Irving. From past the arc. That's in by Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to 5 on the bucket from Foy.
We wasn't ready.
Foy's got 5 now.
No.
Guys, they didn't waste that fast break opportunity. Good aggressive pass to get his teammate to the rim. I love it.
Irving kicks to Love. Now, here is Irving. Covered by Foy. Love kicks to Fry. Smith outside. From deep. But they get it back. Irving drives in. Fry. Yeah.
What you just said? So I'm not even trying to shoot for real. Just know when I start shooting, you ain't gonna stop it.
To play with other all-stars, quite honestly, Kevin, but you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason.
Your boy gonna be MVP finals.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Cantor checked in for Steven Adams.
Where you going?
Durant comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Randy Foy. Smith dishes to LeBron. Back to Smith.
Who do you love?
8 minutes to go. 8 points for Love.
Who do you love?
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
Westbrook passes to Cantor. He dishes it to Westbrook. That three off the mark.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass. That's how to bang down low. His hard work gives him another possession.
Who do you love?
You know, not everything's falling for him, but
Who do
they're
you
definitely
love?
capitalizing on their second efforts.
Yeah, and the offensive rebounds, really one of those stats that make a huge difference in the outcome of a game. And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP and a Team USA tourney like that,
That boy Jones got tight like a mother.
On that team, he shined the brightest, and I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
That boy garbage.
And it's Ziegler in the corner. Durant kicks to Cantor.
He garbage too.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. On the wing, Ziegler. Morrow dishes to Cantor. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
That's an inexcusable mistake, guys. That's not the way to get back in the game.
Get off me, son.
And I don't know if anybody can tell you what he was thinking, because I certainly have no idea.
Pass to Love. Stolen by Durant. Pulls up. Another miss by Westbrook.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
You gonna quit on me?
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court.
You gonna quit on me?
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there.
Oh, I can't quit on me.
And how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
You gonna have to quit.
Spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great
I ain't gonna stop shooting threes.
was displayed right there.
And it's out of bounds for Thunder, able to retain possession. And the Thunder making a change here. Waiters is checked in. And stolen by James. Irving for three. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 36 points for Kyrie Irving. Waiters with the ball. He's picked up by James.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it. And that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Westbrook kicks to Waiters.
You gonna get your rematch?
Looking to
You gonna get your rematch?
Westbrook, no good.
You still ain't gonna win?
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him that time.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way. And that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Damn.
Cleveland will take possession.
Fuck, I'm here 100 before the quarter.
Well, Cleveland shooting not great, 40% for the game. Right side, Irving.
So you're not gonna beat me?
Back to James. 6 to shoot. No one near.
No, I don't.
They get the rebound. And on the way,
No, I don't.
for three.
I play with this team online. I've been playing with this team, so I know they shot.
He kicks.
I don't cheat. How much cheat if I'm online?
Passes to Durant. It's taken away by Smith. And James throws it down.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being
I think I'm ready to get online.
So
So we can play Married or GTA. I'm gonna play GTA first.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
You might want to not be talking.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from hitting 3 triples in that first quarter. You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Yeet,
17
motherfucker.
seconds left in the second quarter. Irving against Westbrook.
But hit you up like I did noodles, better get back.
Now Irving. He got it up. No good on that last set.
How do you have your mic set up? How do you have your mic set up? No, like, hold on. You got set up where it's in, you can hear me talking in the game and nobody else can hear the game and you talking or me talking? Alright, cool. Hold on. Alright. Yeah, keep it like that. Just keep it like just keep it on that.
As we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know anything can happen.
We go down.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving.
Huh? Mm-hmm. Man, look, I ain't getting no Periscope right now. Damn. Hey, you got Periscope? Oh, son.
Plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better. And this ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Money, money, money,
They say he's not a
money.
playmaker, but he certainly is fooling me with the way he's performing right now.
And
Money,
on the
money,
floor,
money.
Donovan as we get into the second half.
Damn, I'm blowing this bitch
Durant
up.
the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Andre Robertson up there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams. And
Oh,
no good for Irving.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot. And I would.
oh.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played
She gonna take her
offensively,
time
you
now.
think his team would have the lead.
Stop tripping on man. Hold on. You can get the free bucket. I gotta see if somebody I know online. I'm gonna get the time. She gonna get the time. I'm gonna get the time. I'm about to start the club up in a new car.
Into the second half.
What could have
Now
been
the pass
scored?
to Durant.
I wasn't there paying
The kick out to
attention.
Westbrook. 4 on the shot clock. Boom, he jams it straight
But
down.
you not winning.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helps
You
him make
reach,
it
I
happen.
teach.
For 3, Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's now 20 points for Kevin Love.
I can see you reach.
Westbrook, as we're talking about him, the triple-double
Hold on,
stretch,
hold on,
included
hold on,
4
hold on,
in a
hold on.
row. He had 6 triple-doubles.
I can't
in
shoot.
8 games. He was sensational.
Yeah, it really was, Kevin. And what's even more amazing was that he was very close to a triple-double, even on the nights he didn't get one. Man, he's the guy who showed you what it means
She
to
gonna
carry a
get the
team.
tongue in my butt.
Here's Roberson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
This boy garbage. The only you got him.
We've seen that
The only reason why he
movie a few
started because
times,
he can
having
play
an easy
easy.
bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And Fry kicks to LeBron. Cleveland moving the ball around. And another miss by Cleveland. And another fast break chance here for the Thunder. Here we go. Westbrook with the bucket.
You ass dude. That's
Really
slow.
well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
You gotta get him off me.
Ibaka against Irving. Lets it fly. And the shot is long.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that.
I'm not about to let this clown
Yeah,
kick out on
exactly.
me.
And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
James kicks to Irving. And here's Love from the arc.
Who you love?
And it's Irving picking up the assist.
Who do you love?
You know, one of the more impressive things that we know about LeBron James is that he is one of the great leaders in the NBA. His voice carries a lot of weight, and he hasn't been shy about raising his voice on social issues either. Good to see.
Talking about 86.
They're on a 14-6 run.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboards.
And those rebounds lead the team. I mean, he's been the tone setter for him today in terms of work ethic and glass eating.
It's stolen by Ibaka. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. But he gets it back.
That bitch garbage. You think your boy is Stephen Curry?
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
Dominating on the glass, Greg. I mean, a huge advantage for them in that particular category.
Smith for three. And it's Durant with the rebound.
After this, I'm going to call timeout.
Durant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
I'm going to see if this dude going to join a party. We know now it's a private party. The dude I know, he talk a bunch of trash. I play him in Madden. He garbage. Like, you about to talk a bunch of trash. No, he might tell you something, don't worry, you just tell him something bad. He garbage.
Can improve on what's
He
been a
garbage.
shaky day for him thus far.
Yeah.
They could stretch this lead out. A surreal alley-oop that time.
Well, he'll wash you, I ain't gonna lie, he'll wash you.
All of it perfect.
That boy wash you.
Because not nearly as easy a play
Yeah, he'll wash
as they
you.
made it look.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Why you gotta be gay?
When you look at the roster of the Thunder from
You on
last year,
you
Clark,
you on
they
you
knew how to build
you on
from
YouTube
within.
with this
Well,
shit?
last season's roster, everybody.
You on YouTube yet? You think I'm lying? No, I'm serious. You on YouTube right now? I'm streaming it. Me and you. So you ever lie to me? Yeah. If you ever lie saying, I'll put it on YouTube.
The Cavaliers lead
If you ever lie
by
talking about you
16.
beat me, huh?
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
And here are the Thunder now.
You got your phone with you? Well, look. After we get done playing, go on YouTube and search up rampagejohnson25.
They're on a 16-6 run.
I'm dead ass serious. Gameplay. I don't play for real.
Wide open look. And the 3 off target.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, for that matter.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
She gonna get that tongue and I what?
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
The 3 from LeBron. Cleveland gets it back.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Nice shot by Smith.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet. You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Near the 3-point line, it's Love. Smith kicks to Love. He feeds it to Irving. Dishes to Fry. It's stolen by Ibaka. And oh, here we go. Foy's got it. The fast break chance.
Fuck, man. 10-point lead.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back.
What you doing?
Get out in transition for some easy ones. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Morrow's checked in. It's deflected. Clock at 6.
No.
They get it back. Randy Foy is on the way. Again, the Thunder score.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
And here's Love for 3. Again, Love missing. Durant kicks to Foy. From outside, off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Here's Irving. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That ball that made that, I would have called you trash for real.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Ennis Cantor's checked in for Adams. And it's
She gonna get the tongue in her butt.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, it's been really sloppy out there.
Yeah, focus.
She gonna get her tongue in her butt.
Just make the simple play.
And Foy kicks to Morrow. From deep three-point range. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And LeBron throws it down.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Morrow. Irving passes to Love. And the rejection by Ibaka. Now the dish to Waiters. Kicks it to Foy. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
We've seen a lot of silly plays like that. They just way too many.
The Cavaliers leading by 12. Outside Irving. The three-pointer off the mark.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will.
You playing a game in Euro? You playing a game in Johnson room?
Another gap in the defense found.
You playing a game in Johnson room?
Really had their number today.
Cantor dishes to Foy.
Oh.
And Ibaka kicks to Waiters. Oklahoma City moving it around. They get it again. Three-pointer. Cavaliers with the rebound. Fry's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly.
Holy shit. Oh shit. That bitch in there. Nigga, scared to join my party, you a pussy. I'm gonna see if Joe gonna join. Send Joe an invite. I'm not even playing. I'm trying to send people invites. Where Joe? Where Joe? I just invite man through his little tool here. We playing against the Tides. I dare Leah. Alright.
They still lead, but they've got to do a much better job taking care of the ball.
And guys, points off turnovers becoming more
And
more
shoot.
of a factor here, and part of the reason why that lead is evaporating.
The Cavaliers leading by 16. Irving can't hit.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play, defended the shot, and then finished it off with the rebound.
Singler passes to Ibaka. Back to Waiters. On the wing, Singler. Clock at 4. And the shot no good, a bit short. And here's Fry for 3. No luck. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Trying to get back on track.
Oh, shit. Oh, man, I need 3 more points. Trump in this quarter won 100 points.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
Irving attacking. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those plans.
And it's Cantor again missing.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The
Fucking
last
whole
thing
team
they want
cool.
to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And the Thunder making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. The Cavaliers leading by 14. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Irving drives in. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea.
You want to
Maybe
ain't
there's
slick.
some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then,
She gonna get the tongue in the butt. He gonna get the tongue in the butt.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one.
Hey,
Terrible
look at
turnover.
And
You losing pretty bad, so you shouldn't tell me that. She gonna get the tongue in the. She gonna get the tongue in the butt. She be talking that. Or what the game you got? Or y'all got?
Thunder trailing by 16.
I'm serious, bro.
J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Channing Frye. And it's Irving at the point guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Here's Roberson.
That bitch garbage.
That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
And that's an
I ain't
intentional
fouled you. You mother kicker. Kick the front door.
And there's the call on James. And that'll be his 3rd foul. So
I
far.
followed my whole style lineup. You still wouldn't beat me.
Long range from the inbound.
I'll get it alright.
And goes to Westbrook. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
For three, Love.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Cavaliers leading by 15. Irving double team. Smith with room to shoot. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so
you
many
gotta earn a rematch. You just ain't gonna get a rematch.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up.
Leave my man open.
I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open.
That'd be cool.
Those two things are hand in glove when they work together.
Raiders no luck.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratches. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Smith for three. Kicks it out to Love.
What?
Goes to Irving.
My game not lagging.
And that's now 27 points for Love.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
That'll be a 5-second call.
You can't afford to be playing that loose right now.
Definitely not. I mean, things have to be tight. You want to be playing
It's gonna lag.
high-level basketball. You don't want to
Sometime it will lag.
fading right now.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
I said sometime it will lag.
Dion Waiters is a man who has never met a shot he didn't like. Despite shooting less than 40% from the field last season, he just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot and it would look good. But when he's off, which was most of the time, it did.
She gonna get that song in my butt. Okay, Bob, you gotta change that name because you're not great. You garbage.
It looked very good. He's got shot
It's either great. It's either trash.
James kicks to Irving. From outside off the mark.
Also trash.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Getting back to Waiters, there's a reason the Cavaliers dealt the former 4th
Nope.
overall pick in the draft. Not
You're
only did he
my
shoot
problem,
poorly, but Clark
all
averaged less than 2 assists a game.
Yeah, I think it's a
Oh,
mindset
my
adjustment with Waiters. I've loved his talent and his ability to make plays and
my
shots. Now he just has
problem.
to recalibrate his thinking so he can be effective in the role he's asked to play.
And that's
Fuck.
how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so, it was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. You go back to before last season with Durant. He was set to lead Team USA to the tournament, but had to withdraw from the team.
And, you know, withdrawing Kevin might have been the right play to keep him healthy. He still ended up on the shelf a good while last year, but I still think it was the right decision on his part.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got
I
them
throw them
exactly
pitches, so I
where
ain't
we
gonna
want them.
lose.
I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
Too small, Katie.
And as competitive as Durant is, it was strange to see him take himself off of Team USA. But let's face it, that Paul George injury played a big role, not only in his decision.
She gonna get that tongue in her butt.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's
coming back.
This is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Fry with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up.
And
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum they need to break this game.
I tell you what, I like that, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And stolen by Love. Here's the lob to the hoop. And Smith with the stop.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge.
She gonna get that tongue in her butt.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have
He
a little
just
more
to get
energy
high.
at the defensive end than that.
And finished off by Westbrook.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you we'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days.
Ibaka outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Smith for three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Ibaka's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half. And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
The offensive rebound. From deep. And it's Smith that time on the assist by LeBron. 24 points for Smith.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
From deep three-point range. Kicks it out to Love. LeBron James on the wing. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
What a game for LeBron. He has 15 rebounds, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
She gonna get her tongue in her butt. We be up and up and really going back and
He
forth.
hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Love dishes to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Sinks the three-pointer. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to
That
keep
boy
an eye
Troll,
on
that's gonna make a little.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Smith for 3. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got rebound number 13 with that last one. And then Durant with the dunk.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, I think that may be their ticket out of the hole. Look for even more of those quick hitters.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
Boy, you jobbing. Somebody worrying about you.
High percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
You gonna beat me?
By Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Here's LeBron.
You don't know what the score is?
For J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him. And all
there's 258
jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
And another fast break chance here for the Thunder. Here we go.
This nigga about to beat me. Oh,
shit. Back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
James drops in the layup for two. LeBron's got 7 now in this quarter.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey, he's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it...
Substitutions. Oh, it's funny, huh? Got the game, LeBron.
Might have.
You about to see garbage?
A different look now for Cleveland. Jones comes in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Williams. Cuts off the pass. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Cleveland the rebound. For 3, Fry.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will to date.
Yeah, the defense struggling to take that away from them.
Now a timeout called by
I need some rebound.
They're ahead by 1. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter.
What the fuck you talking about, dude? Fuck more. Boy. She be talking like a nigga and gonna talk a baby. I don't call you in the game.
A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Fry. Jefferson comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Matthew Dellavedova. Tipped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. .132 left in the fourth quarter. Westbrook drives in. And Jefferson sends it back. Shumpert passes to Smith. And Thompson gets to Shumpert.
Who got it?
Boom, he jams it straight down. Clark, neither team with a big advantage here in the fourth quarter.
5 times we've had the lead switch so far. I mean, back and forth we go.
And Clark, that could rise again before we're through.
Cavaliers leading. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Shumpert's running.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the
Block
shot
it.
stop. That is the one saving grace in that situation.
I'm whooping your ass. That's all you gotta remember. Buckets.
And so he drops them both.
98 to 28. It's the 129, 132.
It's a 3-point game.
Nicely done.
What happened to your TV?
Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Sinks it. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Wow. What can you say?
Smith kicks to Jefferson. And another miss by Cleveland.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
It's Durant on the wing.
How was that a foul?
For the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one. What a performance from Durant here. He's got 12 rebounds and some big-time point production as well. This game is all about him right now.
Full domination mode, guys.
You know.
Timeout called.
What the fuck is the burn the phone or something, man?
They're behind by 2. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
I think it's a no-brainer here. You got to go 2 for 1 to maximize the clock.
Important, and you're right about clock management. I mean, this is a great opportunity here. But first and foremost, they have got to get a quality shot.
Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. James comes in for Jones. And it's Smith penetrating.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Durant in the corner. Pass to Roberson. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Going in overtime, see?
And now they decide.
Are you following me for you big dummy? We were gonna go in overtime.
And
It's tied up.
The first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that
Yeah, I made one.
gives them the lead.
You gonna foul. Like a big dummy.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They trail by 1. 5 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
What are you doing, you?
Seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Adams. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. J.R. Smith picks one up.
Really, the defense's helpless to stop the layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Timeout called. Cleveland. What do you think, guys?
They barely have enough time to catch the ball and shoot before time runs out. If they can make the shot, they win. If they miss, game over.
They could win it. Oh, then.
Huh?